I used to be a chef, and when AIDS came out, people stopped coming into the work canteen to eat because they thought they'd get AIDS from the food. When Thatcher came to power, I was about 18. At the time, it was starting to get more acceptable to be gay in this country. People's attitudes were relaxing, and it was just become more acceptable. Then AIDS came along and knocked everything in that respect back 20 years. And Thatcher jumped on the back of this, and she came up with Section 28, which forbade the promotion of homosexuality. Thatcher was very conservative, and she believed in what she called family values.
Children who need to be taught to respect traditional moral values are being taught that they have an inalienable right to be gay. All of those children are being cheated of a sound start in life. Yes, cheated.
It made being gay wrong again. But the promotion of homosexuality was so vague that it could be used against you in so many ways.
To a lawyer, these words must look like three cherries in a fruit machine, and particularly the verb promote, because nobody knows what the courts will decide it means.
There was only one reason gay men or gay people were on TV, and that was to be mocked as something to laugh at. There was a TV show called Are You Being Served? And there was one of the characters called Mr. Humphreys, and he was really effeminate, and that was the only thing you saw on TV if they were gay, was mincing effeminate, weak, feeble, girly men.
Right, let me get in the mood.
Or AIDS being the gay plague. Anything like that was negative was what you saw in the papers. I used to be a chef. Okay, at this time I was a chef. And when AIDS came out, people stopped coming into the work canteen to eat because they thought they'd get AIDS from the food. That's how bad it was. They wouldn't touch you, they wouldn't even shake your hand because they thought they'd catch AIDS. Everybody that was gay had AIDS. I went to the dentist and I developed gingivitis. And when I got in there, in the dentist's office, the whole place was covered in plastic. Like the chair, the table, everything was covered in plastic. And the two dentists looked like spacemen. They had hat, mask, gloves, goggles, like everything, they were covered. And I didn't have AIDS. I'm still HIV negative. But they didn't bother finding out, they just assumed. It just sounds really weird now and incredible that this was the mentality and the attitude at the time. I mean, now you see people going through London holding hands and things and kissing, and you would have been beaten up doing that. You just couldn't have done it. I wouldn't have dared do it. It's a much, much better and easier environment for kids to grow up in now than when I grew up, and healthier, and not to be told if you've got gay feelings, or not to be made to feel like you're wrong. For gay rights and things, yeah, there's a hell of a lot worse places you could be. Okay, paint me.